We are waiting for landfall here at Carolina Beach, very close to Wilmington. That was predicted to be the bullseye of the storm, and that landfall is imminent now. So the outer bands that we've been experiencing this morning, very, very heavy rain. You can see the accumulation on the ground, and those wind gusts are very strong. And when they pelt the rain around, you can actually feel it. It almost feels like hail when it's hitting your body. Looking down the beach right now, about half an hour ago, we lost power in this area, so it's pretty much completely dark at this point. The power outages are going to be a continued problem as we move along throughout the day and the storm becomes more severe. Reports of almost 300,000 people in North Carolina without power now, but of course Duke Energy forecasting that 3 million customers could potentially see their lights go out, and that those outages could last days, even potentially weeks at this point. The storm surge threat, of course, is the biggest condition worried about here on the beach. Right now you can see the rain accumulation on the ground. That seems to be the biggest problem at the moment. No flooding that I can see with my eye, although flooding has been reported in parts of Wilmington. We talked about the evacuation process. We talked about people leaving this area, and most certainly have. It's very, very quiet here. But a little bit more than an hour ago, I saw some folks heading to the beach, getting sandbags at this point. A little bit late to be making those preparations, guys.
Yes, but I guess not surprising. It's that's going to happen. You're right in the middle of it, Jackie. We're going to go now over to Contessa, see if she has any power where she is. She's about 80 miles south of where Jackie was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It looks like there is power, or is that that's not generator power?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, nope, we're still back up. And I mean, right here, you're feeling like basically a nice fall storm. There's some rain. There's some wind. The wind gusts have reached 45 miles per hour at this point. But the National Weather Service says the biggest threat for this area comes from the rainfall, because they're expecting the rain to last throughout the weekend. In fact, we're under a flash flood warning, up to 24 inches of rain expected. And they're telling people that that risk won't subside until Monday. We are still probably an hour or two south of those outer rain bands, so we're not even starting to feel the tropical storm force winds just yet, but expecting Category 1 force winds. The storm surge now, the National Weather Service says, could be up to 2 feet. That's a change from previous predictions here, and good news for this area that depends so much on tourism dollars. It could mean that the beach businesses are able to get back up and running. It's those inland communities, especially, guys, the golf courses that are along those inner waterways could see the localized flooding and flash flooding inundating the golf courses there. We'll keep our eye on that, but for right now, we're still waiting for the real impact of Hurricane Florence.
Contessa, just in terms of all of this, I mean, you've been in a lot of hurricane situations in the past. What do you think in terms of the preparations versus what you've seen before, and in terms of what the early signs of this storm show you?
I have never seen a business community heed the warnings to close the way they have in South Carolina. From Charleston through Georgetown up to Myrtle Beach, almost all of the businesses have closed. And Horry County, where Myrtle Beach is, estimates that as many as 80% of the residents here evacuated. It was very hard to find anything open yesterday. Midday, almost nothing last night. And so that it's really remarkable and supersedes what I've seen in previous storms. And I think one reason is the forecasters were so severe in their warnings, and because the governor issued those mandatory evacuation orders so early, a lot of businesses, including hardware stores like Ace and Home Depot, closed early, and people felt very frustrated by that, because then they were doing last minute preps. They couldn't get supplies they needed.